All right, dear partners and colleagues, so thank you for joining us for the first live webinar event of the year 2020 and the fifth webinar since the launch of this new partnership initiative back in October 2019. Today, I have some new faces for you, and I'm joined by my colleagues, Amasty business analysts, here we go. Ilona Matsul. Hello. And Alexander Zik. Thank you guys for being with us today. And together with Ilona and Alexander, we will be happy to answer any questions that you come up with during the Q&A session following the presentation today. And I would encourage you to type your questions in the Ask a Question section in the course of the webinar so that we have a list of questions ready by the time of the Q&A session, and so that we can answer as many questions as possible. Also, as we mentioned in our webinar announcement, to help you see what kind of benefits of the new extensions that we are going to talk about today will have for your customers, we will provide you with a one-time 50% discount for each of the 3 extensions. And that discount will be valid for 2 weeks. So please stay with us for until after the Q&A session, because that's when we will talk about the discount codes. So that you can take advantage of this opportunity to use the discount and to have all your questions answered. All right, so let's take a look at the plan. As we mentioned in the announcement, today we will talk about the new extensions that have already hit the virtual shelves. And we will start with the store pickup with Locator extension. Then we will move on to the AMP, Accelerated Mobile Pages extension. And we will wrap up with the product option templates extension that is going to be released in the coming days. Let's start with the first extension and see what we have prepared for you. So, all right, store pickup with Locator. Let's first take a look at this extension. And this is an advanced solution that allows online stores to offer store pickup as a shipping method. As the name suggests, the store pickup with Locator combines the functionality of Amasty's store pickup and store Locator plugins that, as you may know, are available as separate solutions. However, this is not just these 2 extensions simply put together. Besides the standard capabilities of the 2 extensions, here the end customers can choose the pickup date and time, and for instance, the extension can automatically replace the customer's shipping address with a store address. And let's take a look at the benefits of this extension first for the end customers. Here, it's all about improving the customer's experience and providing customers with extra flexibility. With this extension, the end customers will have multiple options. For example, the extension makes it possible to find the best suited store from any device, to pick up purchases at the customer's preferred brick-and-mortar locations, and to decide when exactly they want to visit the store. For instance, the customers can choose whether to pick up the purchase during the lunch break near the office, or to wait until the weekend and to take a 15-minute walk from home to the nearest location. Also, we have the following feature, same-day pickup. And according to Amazon, store owners can increase the purchase conversion during the checkout by 20 to 30% by introducing the same-day delivery option, which is an impressive improvement, I would say. And now let's take a look at the benefits for store owners. First of all, store pickup with Locator helps store owners drive foot traffic to their offline locations and increase sales. Indeed, if the customer is already at the store, why not check out what's on display and use this opportunity to try on something else? And what about labor optimization? With one handy grid, the store administrators can easily edit the store list for multi-location businesses. They also can create and manage attributes for offline shops. They can add different schedules for different locations and easily manage customer reviews. And if something goes wrong and the end customers have trouble submitting their order online, the store owner can create and edit orders using the store pickup shipping method right in the Magento admin panel. And of all these features that I've mentioned, the one that I like the most is that the extension can automatically replace a shipping address with a store address. And this is a real time saver, as there is no need to manually update the orders and all the relevant documentation, such as, invoices, credit memos, and so on. And it's important to say that not many solutions available on the market can auto-replace the shipping address out of the box, which may lead to issues with tax compliance. So the Amasty plugin helps store owners to avoid such issues. Now let's take a look at the benefits for Magento professionals. So the extension is a time saver not only for store managers, but also for professionals building the Magento store, as there is no need to custom code the functionality. The plugin makes the development process cheaper and faster. Even compared with using the combination of store pickup by Amasty and store locator by Amasty. The reason is that the store pickup with locator is just one extension, so its installation and configuration requires less time and effort. And if the business owner doesn't need this whole package of functionality, they can still choose the store pickup or the store locator as separate plugins. So here at Amasty, we offer different plugins and different pricing options to provide you and your clients with greater flexibility and freedom of choice. As for our plans for developing the extension, we have some far-going plans, and these include integration with the Magento MSI and Amasty Advanced MSI, as well as automatic generation of cash on delivery as a payment method. So eventually we will have an end-to-end solution performing all the tasks necessary to organize store pickup as a shipping method for big retailers and chain stores working with large number of suppliers and warehouses. Now, we would especially recommend combining the functionality of the store pickup with Locator with the one-step checkout plugin. The thing is that such combination provides the customers with a fast and rewarding checkout experience, and this helps reduce the store's cart abandonment rate, which is really important. So that's it for the first extension that we're talking about today. The next one is Accelerated Mobile Pages, or AMP. And this is a website publishing technology developed by Google to provide users with a faster mobile user experience. And as a consequence, AMPs can be accessed only from mobile devices and only from the Google search results page. Put simply, accelerated mobile pages are reduced versions of the original web store pages or cached versions of the original pages that are stored in the Google AMP cache, which explains the fast loading time. And if we talk about Amasty AMP extension, I'd like to first highlight that this extension has been inspired by partner requests and shaped by the feedback that we collected from you via different surveys. And we got lots of great responses that we would like to thank you for. And what AMP by Amasty does is transform the mobile pages of Magento stores into AMP versions of the same pages. And here we have two key goals in mind. The first goal is to increase the loading speed of the pages on mobile devices, which helps with the bigger goal of improving the user experience. And happy customers, as you know, are loyal customers. And the second goal is to improve the positions of the pages in the Google search results. Now to cite some figures, according to small business trends, in order to be competitive, websites should be aiming for 3 to 5 seconds page load time speed, right? And another source, the Unbounce Page Speed Report for 2019, mentions that most people bounce after 3 seconds of load time, according to Google. And AMP by Amasty helps make store pages load 85% faster for mobile users, which helps greatly with reducing the bounce rate. By improving the site speed and Google positions, we also hit the bigger objective of increasing the conversion rates. The quicker a page loads, the more likely a user is to complete a purchase on that page. For example, Walmart reports that with every 1 second increase in the load time, conversions go up by 2%, and that is also very impressive. And in terms of functionality, we'd like to say that the AMP extension currently allows for creating AMPs for product pages and for category pages. And it's important to say that AMP by Amasty directs users to accelerated mobile pages only from the Google search results page. So as you see in the slide, we have several steps here. And in the first step, the user first enters the product name in the Google search field. Then, second, the store's relevant AMP appears in Google search results. And finally, the mobile user clicks on the AMP link and the accelerated mobile page opens on the user's mobile device. With AMP by Amasty, we have two possible scenarios that are outlined in the slide. So the first scenario happens when the user types the URL directly in the URL bar. And in this case, they get to the regular mobile page. In the second scenario, the customer uses Google search, then clicks on the AMP link in the Google search results and gets to the accelerated mobile page. As you see, currently, the extension does not direct users to AMPs after directly typing in the URL bar. However, if we see interest from our partners and customers in the future, this feature may be added. So if you are interested, I would like to see this feature added to the extension, please do share your feedback with us. Now let's briefly talk about the implications of the AMP extension in terms of search engine optimization. Accelerated mobile pages are not duplicate content, so we're not dealing with problems associated with duplicate content here. The extension adds AMP links and canonicals in accordance with the Google AMP guidelines. And if there is an AMP version of a web page available, Google search will show it to the mobile users, while desktop users will see the original page in the search results. And another thing is that if the original web pages include rich data, AMPs will also display it automatically. As for traffic analytics, it's possible to set up Google Analytics reports for AMP pages. We did not need to include this as a feature in the AMP extension by Amasty, since Magento itself supports Google Analytics functionality. And finally, let's briefly talk about our plans for developing this extension. As I mentioned, the extension already allows for creating AMPs for product pages and for category pages. And we plan to extend this functionality for the CMS pages, including the CMS homepage. So the AMP extension is a really great tool for improving the mobile load speed. If you also want to improve the speed of desktop and regular mobile pages, I suggest that you check out our Google Page Speed Optimizer extension. And our experience at Amasty shows that if you combine these two plugins with a full page cache warmer, the online stores can achieve very impressive results in terms of the page load speed. So finally, let's talk about the third product that we have prepared for you today. And this is product option templates by Amasty. This is our new extension that will be released in the coming days. And if you have been keeping track of the Amasty product roadmap, you may be familiar with the idea behind this simple yet very useful solution. The extension makes it possible to add free and paid accompanying items to products, also to easily create product options and merge them into templates, as well as quickly assign these option templates to multiple products. And our goal when developing the extension was to help store owners set up cross-sells that are too small or too simple to have a dedicated product page. And a good example here is extended warranty provided for technically advanced products. And technically, you can call it a crossbreed between the extra fee extension by Amasty and Magento's custom options framework. Unfortunately, Magento's native custom options are a bit limited in terms of functionality. For example, store owners cannot mass create custom product options without updating each product manually. Neither can they change option names or prices in bulk without having to update each product manually, which obviously exposes them to the risk of human error. And generally speaking, creating and managing custom product options is not a problem for small shops that sell few goods. However, as the store and the product lineup grow, the product option templates extension by Amasty will become essential and will make the process easy, efficient, and error-free. So let's imagine that we have a TV set, a simple product that goes with a variety of options, such as an extra remote and an extended warranty voucher. Creating and updating such a custom product option is not that hard. However, what if the store has more than one product with the same extra options? Here in the slide, we have 3 different products with the same extra remote and warranty. And what if the store has several hundreds of such products? Each change in such options, be it an additional cross-sell or a new warranty plan or a price adjustment for the Christmas sale, has to be applied manually and to each relevant product. And this is where the new extension comes to our aid. It allows the store managers to create whole product option templates. And changing an option in one product's template will automatically update all the other products that use the same template. In this way, we increase time and labor efficiency, as well as reduce the human error risk. Let's wrap up with our plans for developing this extension. As you see, our plans beyond the initial functionality that will be released in the coming days will include the following features: using option names and or values as filters for navigation, using custom options as conditions for cart price rules, and assigning templates by conditions. And these relatively big features go in addition to a number of smaller features that won't be included in the first release, such as direct images, import for particular option swatches. And as soon as our plans for developing these 3 extensions are updated, we'll make sure that they are presented on the product roadmap. So please check it. And if you have questions about how to find our public roadmap, just send me a quick email and we'll help you find the roadmap. All right, so today we've talked about 3 extensions, new extensions. 2 of them have already been released and 1 is coming up in the next few days. We talked about the value of these extensions for different stakeholders such as store owners and customers, and for you, our partners. That's it for the presentation part of our webinar, and now I suggest that we proceed to the Q&A session. So as always, please type in your questions in the Q&A section at the bottom of your screen, and we'll give you a couple of minutes and then answer your questions. And please don't forget that after the Q&A session, we'll provide you with special coupons for the 3 extensions. All right, great. We have a list of questions that we are excited about, and I would like to thank you all, first of all, for the questions, and let's see what kind of answers my colleagues have for you. So we have a few questions about the AMP extension and also a few about the product option templates extension. I think we will start with the one question related to AMP, and that will be for you, Ilona, so please help us with it. The question is, do you have a list of themes that the AMP model is compatible with? Could you please comment on that?
Well, first of all, thank you. It is a really useful question. It's quite important to mention that our extension adds its own templates for pages, and these templates substitute the default ones, override them. So it's not completely correct to talk about incompatibility with themes because the theme isn't involved in AMP version of the page.
All right, so let's take a look at the next question, and this time it's about product option templates. So Alexander, it's related to extra fee extension a bit, so please help us with it. You mentioned extra fee. So what's the difference between this extension, and product option templates?
These two extensions are operating at a bit different levels. Extra fee is for fees, surcharges, or simply options, which should be available cart-wide for all products. Product option templates will excel at where per product options choices are necessary. That's the main difference.
Okay, so just in 2 words, this extension is for this extension is for this. Could you recap that?
Extra fee for cart-based surcharges, for whole order, and product option templates for particular little additions to different products, which shouldn't be available cart-wide.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
And if you don't mind, I'll take over this question too.
Okay, would you like me to read it? I will read it. Okay, sure. And I hope we will read it correctly because there are some abbreviations. In the product options extension, it would make sense to integrate a preview option in the image upload option. Uploading the wrong image is one of the major time eaters in customer support. Okay, would you like to comment on it?
Absolutely. It makes sense, and the only thing that impedes our progress with implementing it is the necessity, at least for the first few iterations, to maintain as best compatibility with other Magento's features as it's possible. Right now, our extension is fully compatible with anything default product options are compatible with, because we reuse a little bit of code. And as soon as we'll finish adding features which enrich the extension without complicating its actual product option part, it will be the time for the iteration which will enrich product options themselves, abstaining from templates. And image preview seems like a neat option. We can borrow a part of it from our gift card extension.
Okay.
So the hardest part will be, as with other features which touch Magento's custom options, the hardest part here will be making it fully compatible with.
Okay. I think yeah, that's fine. Well, I see from your answer that this is a really interesting feature, right? That may be included in the product sometime in the future. If other partners, other from the person who asked the question, if you have interest in the same feature, please send us some emails and so that we can evaluate the demand and make sure that the most popular features, feature requests get to the roadmap as quickly as possible. Thank you, Alexander, for helping us with this question. So we have a question about PWA, which is a really hot topic again. And I see that the interest continues from the year 2019 and into 2020. So it's also about AMP. So Ilona, I hope you'll help
quite
us.
Predictable question.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. So the question is, well, basically the first part, what's the difference between AMP and PWA? And what are your plans regarding these technologies? So could you please comment on that?
Yes, surely. Thank you. I'm sure all of you know that PWA and AMP technologies have definitely something in common. They are both aimed at providing better user experience to a user on mobile version of websites. They just do that in different ways and for different particular content. AMP basically is recommended for static content websites such as blogs, news, and so on and so forth, while PWA are most aimed at dynamic pages, which are expected to involve customer interaction. So if we're talking about e-commerce websites, which I suppose most of our clients have, then surely these websites will look much better with PWA. But the most interesting thing is that there is no restriction in combining these two technologies and benefit from both of them at the same time. For example, you can load the AMP version of the page from Google search and then switch to PWA on some action click. What do we get from that? Extremely fast first load and then extremely pleasant afterwards interaction of the user with the system. Yes, surely that's quite a simplified version of example because there are a lot of technical peculiarities. For now, we supply only AMP solution. We started with AMP, but since we are also interested in the theme of PWA, we'll surely provide our own vision of combining these two technologies as soon as it will be possible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's thank you for the detailed explanation. Yes, and I'm really happy to hear about this beautiful picture of the future. And as many of you may know from our previous webinar about the product roadmap, we already have a list of extensions that are already compatible with GraphQL, which is a step toward PWA compatibility. So if you are interested in that list and you cannot find it, please send us an email and we'll make sure that you have all the up-to-date and relevant information. So let's check the questions. So I think that we've addressed most of them, right? Okay. So if we don't have any other questions, I suggest that we move on to the pleasant part when we share the coupons with you. Please enjoy the rest of your week and stay tuned because we have our next webinar coming up in a couple of weeks. And that one will be dedicated to Amasty processes. And we have something special almost ready for you. So stay tuned and see you next time. Thank you.